Any special?
I have a question.
Oh, very good. Welcome.
Why is devotion hard? What is the place of devotion?
Rita?
What the bhajans and the
Bhajan, knowledge.
No, just why devotion?
Why devotion?
Yeah.
Because you forgot your identity. You forgot your name. Forgot your identity. Just it is a process of reminding. Knowledge is there, meditation is there. All these processes are yet. Because you are posing yourself in body form, either female or male. This is not your identity at all. It's correct. To refresh your original memory, you say refresh it. What you are not, you are accepted. Body is not your identity. You say I am body, I am somebody, I am lady or female. My name is like that. But it is having time limit, body is having time limit. Temporary. You know, after some years, 30, 40, 50 years, you have to leave this. That means it is there, it is not there. But through masters, you come to know that you are neither man or woman, you are Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master. You should forget. So how to establish this reality? Yes, it is said. All spiritual books, all masters say this. Except yourself, they said nothing is there. You are a God, you are a Brahman, you are Atman, you are Master, you are Guru. Orally we are knowing, intellectually we are knowing how to establish this truth. Because since long we are living with this body. And our body is our identity. But beyond that, some unidentified identity is there which you are not aware. Master says, or spiritual book says, you are beyond world. Your identity, unidentified, invisible identity. Literally you are knowing. Sorry. But in practical life, you are living as a man or woman or a being. That illusion is supposed to be dissolved, spontaneous. How it can be dissolved? Intellect, mind, ego will not help you. It is a body-based knowledge, body-based element, body-based feeling. Who is feeling all these things? So, who is experiencing all this, our experience? So going deep and deep, you will find, at least intellectually know, my identity beyond this body. Body is not my identity, the first lesson. Then I know that body is not identity, body some or other day, this body will go away or to dissolve or to burn or burn whatsoever, you say death. Then what happened to that spirit who is holding the body? Whether it is go along with the body, spiritual science, it is everywhere, just like a sky. House is collapsed, sky is there. So your spirit, your invisible spirit, remains as it is, because as it is. But because of body you say I am somebody else. But somebody else dissolves. And that spirit or that reality, you can give some name, remains, but without any experience. There is no I, there is no you, no she, nothing is there. Just to establish this final truth, you have to undergo the devotion is there. Devotion means what Master said, you have to accept. Not in practical devotion. You are knowing firmly, definitely, that body is not my identity at all. I have been told that your identity, your presence is Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master. That literally we are knowing. But this dry knowledge will not help us. It will create again problem. No peace will be there. The temporary entertainment, intellectual entertainment, logical entertainment. You have to accept the truth, final truth. If the body is not my identity, who am I? That's the question. It's okay, body identity is open fact. Who am I? Spiritual says you are Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master. Master also says you are ultimate truth, final truth. Then how to establish a truth within me? Me support to be dissolved. How to be dissolved? How that knowledge will be absorbed within me. To forget my external identity. External identity is not identity at all. Through which we are experiencing external identity, which is called presence, that is called I. Without presence you can't say I. And to establish this truth, to accept this truth, to absorb this knowledge, reality, devotion is there. Devotion means not clapping, not putting the garland. It should be devotion by bottom of heart. Complete faith is there. You know, because you are unaware of that knowledge. Through masters, you know that my identity beyond that. You are having strong faith, complete faith. With the result, you will be fearless. No tension with that. The things which I am not, the things which I am not, I have accepted I am. That is the illusion. That illusion dissolves. Then along with that illusion dissolves, all your concept dissolves. I am somebody else will dissolve. Mind will dissolve, intellect will dissolve, everything will dissolve along with the body. Mind, ego, intellect, these are body-based concepts. Feelings are there, it's called feeling. Prior to body knowledge, prior to beingness, nobody knows what is mind, what is ego, what is intellect, what is happiness, unhappiness. No requirement, no need, nothing was there. And to have this conviction, spontaneous conviction, devotion is there. And mind devotion means not clapping or shouting. It should be internal devotion. Yes. Because of my master, I got some reality. Otherwise, I would have gone anywhere. You to visit so many temples, so many masters. Master saw everything within you. Master say, now you have this three type of conviction. Spiritual science says there should be three type of conviction. Conviction to books, spiritual books. Spiritual book says you are Brahman, you are Atman, you are Paramatman, you are God, you are Master. Okay. Conviction through your masters. Who said your master? A Guru. He also says you are Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Masters. Okay. Now, two ways you got conviction. Now that conviction is supposed to be spontaneous within you. That is the most important. Which is called realization, enlightenment. Use many words. Spontaneous realization is supposed to be there. Self-realization. That is the last taste of your conviction. After having that conviction, you forget all body identity. You will come to know world within you. So far you are knowing, I am within the world. Now you will come to know the world within me. Why? Without the presence you can't see the world. You can't identify anything. You are master, you are Brahman, Atman. Everything behind your presence is there. Spontaneous presence, invisible presence, unidentified presence is there. But you are unaware of that reality because of the body-based knowledge. For which devotion is required. Not devotion by clapping, not devotion by putting garland, pressing the legs of the masters, not. This is spontaneous devotion. Yes, because of him, I got this reality. Again, the famous example to everybody. The boy was begging on the street. When you come to know that he is a millionaire, he is not a beggar at all because his parents left a lot of money for him. He was not knowing that he is a millionaire because he is begging on the street. When you came across with such boys, why are you begging? Your parents left a lot of money for you. In the initial stage, you disagree, you not believe. But after putting some evidence, document evidence, he convinced, yes, I'm millionaire. So next day you will not beg on the street. Similarly, you are begging for somebody's blessing. Oh, God bless me. I am visiting so many masters, so many people, do something. Why? We want peace, we want tension-free life, we want a happy life. It's nature. Because this body you are not comfortable. This body you are not comfortable. It is obvious. Body knowledge is not tolerable. So we are in search of happiness. Where will we get happiness? There are three sources mentioned. Three sources there. Material sources that. Publicity, money and sex. In spite of using all these three sources, I am not getting happiness. What is happiness? We are searching happiness. We are requesting all people, we are begging for happiness, peacefulness. In between that master comes, why you are begging that happiness, peacefulness is within you. You are tension free. Only thing, what you are not, you are accepted it. You are not body, you were not body, you are not going to remain body. That means body is not your identity, body was not your identity, body is not going to remain identity. Then ask, who am I? If the body is not my identity, who am I? You are Brahman, Atma, Paramatma, God, Master, your ultimate truth, your final truth. Except you selfless, there is no God, no Brahman, no Atma, no Paramatma, no Master. That knowledge you are getting through intellect. The basic knowledge you are getting through intellect. Thereafter, after devotion, after following strictly meditation or bhajan, and you get spontaneous conviction, oh, I am that. Without body knowledge. You forget your body identity. My external body identity is not my identity at all. That conviction appears within you. So whatever feelings are there, good feeling, bad feeling, you remain aloof, separate from this feeling. Feelings are coming, it's nature. It is nature of the body. Because see, the body, it said, belongs to 5 elements. 3 gunas are there, sattva guna, raja guna, tama guna, science, spiritual science. And mind, ego, intellect, these are. So along with body, all these elements appear within us. And with the help of them, we are trying to live our lives peacefully. Because we are not knowing who am I. We are not knowing our own identity, origin identity. After knowing this origin identity, principal identity, or knowledge of presence through master, we think it seriously. And then, how to accept, how to absorb this knowledge? For which master says, the mantra is there. Why mantra is there? What's the purpose of mantra? The meaning of the mantra is, I am Brahman, Brahman I am. Why this? Again the question. Considering sensitiveness of his spirit, this mantra is given. It is temporary, mind well. Mantra is not ultimate truth, final truth. It is also illusion. But to remove one illusion, you have to take help of another illusion. To remove one illusion, you have to take the help of another illusion. Therefore, mantra is having power to remove the illusion that I am somebody else. After reciting the mantra, that spirit, that power, that energy, spontaneously accept, yes, I am that. I am no more body, no intellect, no mind, nothing is there. Spontaneous realization will be there. What I see, it is a projection of my spontaneous presence. What I see, it is a presence of my spontaneous presence. It is projection of my spontaneous presence. I am treating as a man, woman, or similar, and accepting, like trying to have the happiness. That is illusion. So, whatever feeling flowing inside, or illusion. Because happiness, unhappiness, peacefulness, tension, they are body-based feeling. And Master says you are not body at all. Prior to beingness, no such concepts are there. No such feeling are there. No consciousness, no awareness, nothing is there. After leaving body, nothing remains. So what you are experiencing within the span of this period of so-called birth or so-called death, so far you come into existence in body form, and after leaving the body form. After leaving the body form, who knows what's up? No guessing is there. So after collapsing the house, where our sky goes? Sky is there and there only. We have constructed this wall, and the sky is blocked. After collapsing this wall, sky is there and there only. Similarly, these bodies are just like a wall, cover, coat. Within that, invisible presence is there. Within that, invisible presence is there, which is called Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master. It has a tremendous power. You are unaware of power. Because of the long association of the body, we feel I am somebody else, a man or a woman or something. We try to extract some happiness through body only. After knowing the body is not identity, then spontaneous flow of happiness. Because you have to use some word. It cannot be defined, it cannot be gaze, it cannot be experienced, it's beyond experience. But spontaneous feelings are there. The waves of exceptional happiness. You may say Paramananda or something. You forget everything. It is called deep intoxication. Deep spiritual intoxication. Where you forget everything, including yourself. We are trying to indicate to some words. These are the words. So that exceptional experience flowing within you. Where there is no experiencer, but we have to say something about it. So your identity just like a sky. So someone says, you have to compare it, just like a sky. So, after having this spontaneous conviction, you will be totally fearless. But you are not neglecting your body, not neglecting your family life. It is not a spirituality. You say, so I realize, so I have to go for no, you cannot. You must need courage to accept the reality. Because lack of courage, you are roaming here and there, to this mode, to that mode, to this place, that mode, to this temple, so many temples. Nothing will get. You go anywhere in the world. Because happens within you. You have to go here and there. People roaming. Going Arunachalam, going Himalaya, and this place, that master, so many masters. Wasting your time. You are not visiting the visitors, already within you. You are not visiting the visitor, we are already within you. You are roaming and roaming and roaming. It is a loss of energy, unnecessary, waste of time. So be with you. It is very simple now, and for which devotion is required. The lack of devotion is temporary devotion, not by heart. Suppose you are loving somebody else, by heart, you become one with that person. Local, forget about it. In individual life, you say, I love it. I'll give you an example of this birth story, story of Navanath. Bodies are different, but they are one. So that love within your selfless self. You should love your selfless self. You may love others, but you love selfless self. That love is there. We are loving eternal, we are loving God or some. That's okay. You try to love yourself, then you see your presence will flow with all reality. So what I'm talking, it will flow with you. Beyond imagination. There is no any individual identity. No duality. And this knowledge will be absorbed only through the meditation. If you accept meditation, there is no resource. If you got deep devotion, immediately instant you got deep devotion. See, I love with bottom of heart. I love bottom of heart. Something like that. You love yourself to self. And the most important. How to love yourself to self? That knowledge given by the master, that key is there. To please that selfless self, then after it will be spontaneous. You want to be deep sleep, that Nama mantra is flowing inside. Need not make deliberate effort. In the beginning you have to make deliberate effort. I told all these saintly people undergone all this process. So if you want to come out from all this vicious circle, illusionary circle, this is the only way. Because through this knowledge, you get a spontaneous conviction that Brahman, Atman, Paramatma, God, Master, is my unidentified identity. See so many people struggling. If you go to some very hills, Arunachalam or something, they're starving for happiness. They're dumping in the cave, there's some standing in the long beard, so many things. Not necessary. So much garland, putting this ash. Because with bard or something, big hair. This is not a source of happiness. How to decorate body? Wearing colorful clothes and decorating body will not give happiness. This is commercial thing. Placing themselves before the people, oh, the human. Nobody doing miracles. So your spiritual life is miraculous life. You can see yourself. Therefore Master is great because Master is showing Brahman within you. Therefore, what Kabira said. If Master and God stand before me, if Master and God stand before me, I'll go down to Master first. Because of him I know God. You know Kabira? Guru Govinda no Khade Kakila. Guru means Master. Govind means God. Standing before me. To whom should I bow down? The Master who introduced me God is greater than that God. So I will go down to my Master. That devotion. Complete faith. Casual faith will not. Dry knowledge will not help. Okay, I'm Brahman. It's very good. After reading so many books, you can say. Just like, story of the Einstein. You know story of Einstein? No. And you know Einstein? Who is Einstein? Great scientist. We deliver lectures in various places on particular science, particular experiment. He was having chauffeur is a driver. He going around with a driver. Chauffeur is a chauffeur. Driver, I said driver. You say chauffeur, driver. And by listening his lectures, it became by heart to him. One day he told Einstein, oh, instead of you, I'll deliver lectures. They changed their clothes. Einstein became driver and driver became Einstein. In the big auditorium, they delivered the lectures. Very nicely did. We are listening every day. Then there is another session is there. After listening to the lectures, audience supposed to ask the questions on the lecture. The second session, audience asked the question. Not possible. But he was very clever. Having presence of mind. Oh, it's a silly question. My driver can reply you. But I say, literal knowledge will not help you. After listening longer time, you will have by heart. But that knowledge supposed to be absorbed. So without non-stop flowing should be there. Then Mr. Maharaj says, I am not making you disciple, I am making you master. There are so many disciples. Why disciple? Become master. We realize, make others realize, that is real knowledge. Not to use knowledge for commercial purpose. Extracting money from the people. Now there are so many shops are there, from south to north. Any question?
I'm too intoxicated today to ask questions.
Yes, it's self-intoxication. It is very, very interesting. If you go deep and deep, you will find exceptional happiness. You remain alone, you like to remain alone. No disturbance required.
This atmosphere is so helpful.
Yes.
I cannot imagine I can create such atmosphere at home. It will be long fast for spiritual experiences.
It can only happen. You remember all these words. It should be inside recording.
I hope so. I hope recorder is on.
Yes, yes. On the day there is no recorder, but when I used to remain with Srila Maharaj, sometimes he used to tell something. And he used to say, listen to me. On the day there are no cassettes. Every day we are listening, every day there were lectures at his home. And that it was not my age to understand, to know the reality. But some or other way it is recorded. The result is there. It can happen to you also. It's not difficult. Nobody is small, nobody great. Everybody is great. But you are underestimating, how is that? Nothing is impossible. You know Napoleon Bonaparte? What he says? Impossible is a word in dictionary of fool. Impossible is a word in dictionary of fool. F-O-O-L. But nothing is impossible. You must have courage. Yes, after knowing the reality, you have to do it.
Okay, thank you.